Who is Meghan Markle? Hi, this is Gary, psychologist, psychotherapist, family therapist, looking at who is Meghan Markle. Tonight, we'll be looking at the first part of the question, who are Meghan's men? Tonight, we'll look at the psychological profile of Thomas, her father, and the history of Trevor, her first husband. Let's get to her father, Thomas Markle Sr. Now, I'm reading this. This is an assessment of Thomas Markle Sr. that I've downloaded from ChatGPT. Why make it up when you can just read it? But I will reflect on this further on. It would be interesting to see how others see him. That's why I've asked for ChatGPT, because that is a collection of other people's visions of him. So, Thomas Markle Sr.'s personality and behavioural traits can be understood by examining his early career, personal life, media involvement, and interpersonal relationships. On the introvert and extrovert level, it says that Thomas appears to lean towards introversion. While his career in television required interaction with colleagues and performers, he was primarily behind the scenes, avoiding the limelight. His limited public appearances prior to Meghan's engagement suggest comfort in private life rather than public performance. I totally agree with that. We're looking for themes now. We're looking for themes that will reveal themselves. His communication style is being described as warm and personable in small, familiar surroundings, which is really what you'd expect from someone who's more of an introvert. But after the conflict with Meghan, he was much more talking to the media and things like that. However, I don't think that's his personality. I think that's really a reaction to a very stressful situation. That part of his story I'll delve into at the very end in another episode, as promised. Regarding his motivation and involvement in Meghan's education and theatrical productions, these indicate a supportive parental role during her youth. I've not mentioned that before, but it's certainly well worth mentioning. His pride in her achievements was evident. That was obviously before the relationship deteriorated. So, to summarise, Thomas Markle appears to be a reserved, reflective individual who prefers private life but can be found to be outspoken under emotional stress. Well, that seems to me to be fairly reasonable. His choices suggest a blend of introversion, traditional values, and a need for recognition. Well, honestly, most people need recognition from time to time. Is that a personality weakness? It's just the fact that somewhere along the line he disappeared from the story altogether. Anyway, so that's it. That's our first of Meghan's men. So, next is Trevor Engelson. I'll name him the temporary husband. Okay, early life and education. Trevor Engelson was born on October the 23rd, 1976 in Great Neck, New York, into a Jewish American family. Although a lot of Jewish people have been involved in the entertainment world, I don't think that really made any real difference. So he went to high school and then studied journalism at the University of Southern California. In 1998, he graduated from the University of Southern California, USC Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism. Now, according to Google, the USC Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism is exceptionally well regarded, consistently ranking among the top global institutions for communication and media studies and holding the number one US spot in the QS World University Rankings for the field. Not bad. So already we have someone who has succeeded to enter and graduate from a very prestigious program, which speaks of intelligence, hard work, and consistency. From there, he began his career as a production assistant. Now, this is what I find interesting. He and Thomas both started their careers at the bottom of the ladder to learn something, and they carried on in the same general field. Now, it's true that Thomas stayed a lighting engineer and became a very successful lighting engineer, whereas Trevor, he moved around in the Hollywood sphere. But he started his career as a production assistant, his lowly job from which to learn the business from the bottom up. From 1998 to early 2001, he worked as a production assistant, working on both film and TV sets in Los Angeles after graduation. It was an entry-level job, typical for breaking into the industry. In 2001, he transitioned to become a talent manager after giving himself 3 years to learn the business. Later the same year, he founded his own company, Underground. Now, according to ChatGPT, by 2004, Trevor Engelson was a junior Hollywood insider, someone in the system, networking, and starting to produce. I would suggest that a young actress eager to advance in the industry would most likely have known who he was. So let's have a look at some of his credits. 2005, first notable producer credit as co-producer on Zooman, a TV movie. 2006, a producer of short films. 2007, producer of his first mainstream feature film, License to Wed, starring Robin Williams, Mandy Moore, and John Krasinski. 2009, producer All About Steve, starring Sandra Bullock, one of my favourite actresses, and Bradley Cooper. 2010, producer Remember Me, starring Robert Pattinson, with Meghan Markle in a small role. 2011, producer Snowfall pilot in development, which continued producing for TV. So to recap, before moving into talent management in 2001 and founding his own production company, he'd been hanging around working in the industry for at least 3 years. Before he actually moved on to other things, he did his training in the business, he got to know the business, and he stayed in the business. Even though he went very quickly since then, he clearly is very intelligent. He moved into talent management, and then he founded his own production company Underground. Again, this is getting to be a little long, so we'll stop here. Next week, we'll complete our segment on Trevor, looking at his relationship with Meghan and his psychological profile. I'll also include my take on an idea that Trevor had for a sitcom based on your ex marrying a member of the royal family. So watch out for the new sitcom intro, Royal X. It's really fun. So to be sure not to miss it, subscribe, ring the bell, and make a date to tune in next Monday. Of course, you can also like, share, and leave a comment. See ya. Kindest, Gary.